All right, so coming out this morning, find there's a blue dot. Here's a blue dot. Autopilot. Have you made any changes? Yeah, I haven't gone back to see what customized summon has in it. All right, so I don't see any obvious changes, but another blue dot, so they made something. I'm going down to the airport today to pick up my daughter, so we'll be doing a longer distance drive today. We'll see what happens. I did see where I got an email from Tesla. What it basically says is they provided an email address for feedback, or you could feedback on X. Although X seems so confusing to me. It's just a jumble of stuff, right? I'm sure to the people who like it, it makes perfect sense. And you would think, since I'm a very, not very, but I'm a somewhat disordered person, you think it would make sense to me too, but I find it doesn't. So whatever, peace and harmony. But for those of you who like X, yes, there's a way to give them feedback on X. Yeehaw. All right. They also said that they're having some kind of FSD support group. I mean, they didn't use those words, but that's essentially what it is, an FSD support group at some Tesla sites on Tuesdays. Didn't give a time, it just said show up. Okay. I don't know, but there's only one way to find out, right? Unfortunately, I have some things I have to do on Tuesday, so I won't be able to go. Well, maybe later. We'll see. Regardless of how it's coming across, what I would really like is for FSD to get better and to be useful. More than, as one person said, a party trick. Okay? I would like it to actually be able to drive me where I need to go. Because I'm starting to get to that point where what's the right way to put it? I'm getting close to the point where I'm about the age my father was when he started having problems driving. Now, he had more serious health problems. I knock on wood, I don't have any serious health problems. So, but it's just the realization that it's right around the corner. That's what gets to you. All right, anyway, peace and harmony. So we'll be trying out whatever the blue dot update is a little bit later today. And no doubt that Jill will be kind of curious, and she might want to actually drive too. Although I don't want to push her on that one. I think 12.3.3 deserves more patience. Okay, onward, upward. Well, I was going to say, yeah, sure enough, as soon as I got off the phone. But look, he's going back to the line again. Why is he riding the right line? That is for you to say. I mean, what is going on here? He's not running off the road. It's just he's running on the line. I don't know. And this is 12.3.3, the best version. Alright, so maybe the little blue dot I saw earlier this morning indicated they finally kicked Grandpa in the butt. He's finally able to go speed limit. Major accomplishment for 12.3.3. Okay, there it is as always. Giga, Texas. Yahoo! Okay, so today my focus is on the right side of the road, based on Joe's drone shots. I wonder how many CyberTrucks I'll see today. Seems like a lot. Okay, let's see what happens. Yep, oh yeah. I see a whole bunch of them right there.
In 1 mile, take exit 449 on right.
Okie dokie.
671, Austin.
So Mr. Luke should be excited about seeing all those, huh? Alright, this parking has been brought to you by AutoPark, the one without the hit the square. Okay, where are we? And my daughter's already landed, so I have to keep moving. 59 miles, 1 hour, 11 minutes, 305 watt hours per mile. All right, let me take a break. All right, so where are we? 59 miles. So this is gonna be like 120 mile a day. Not sure exactly what we're gonna do yet. All right, so where do I want to go? Yeah, 305, but I'm not terribly surprised. 291 watt hours per mile over the last 15 miles. 313, okay, that makes sense. And then of course 236, last 5 miles is just getting off the exit, getting through traffic and getting into the airport. Man. All right, so I set up navigation, but navigation wants to go down US 183. No, I don't want to go down US 183. I want to go across on the toll roads. I haven't enabled the toll road, so you could pick that, but I'm pretty sure he's knowing that means it's going to kill the energy. And yes, it did. Indeed, it did. The average energy is 305. Yeah, Bubba. All right, so when I enable toll roads, he says, oh, okay, I'll go up on 183A, but then he still wants to go down 183. To be fair, 183 probably flows pretty smoothly, but what I really want to do is go by Giga, Texas. Okay? I mean, you can't take a video of the Giga, Texas unless you go by it. So there you go. Yes, what my real interest is to see, well, how many CyberTrucks show up out there. Okay? Just curious. Luke kind of, sort of, is interested in CyberTruck. Except, I don't know, I mean, Grandpa's not interested in CyberTruck, it's too big. Pretty sure that Mom and Dad aren't interested in CyberTruck, so I don't know what he's going to do there. Okay, so, yes, brake on, FSD off. I'm not going down US 183. And as we're rolling along, he says, well, I can go down the toll road for Loop 1 or Mopac. No, I'm not going to go there. And so when we go by that, he says, oh, we can get on I-35. No, I'm not going to go on I-35. So after we pop past the exit for I-35, he finally says, oh, you must be going down to 130. Texas 130. Yes, finally. They're catching up. But then he computes, oh, but you can go across from US 290 to US 183 and kind of do a zigzag to get to the airport. It'll actually take longer to go that way? Yes. At least by his estimate. I saved 6 minutes going down 183 to 71. By his estimates. Okay, whatever. So every time he threw up one of those, I just did a brake on FSD. I said, no, I'm not going that way. You know, whatever. All right, so anyway, I finally got down here. I wasn't quite sure because I usually don't come in from the east, and I wasn't exactly sure which way I was supposed to go. Navigation was kind of saying something, but at the same time he was giving, well, stay right to go on to Texas 71. Well, I'm already on Texas 71. As it turns out, he's saying don't take the left exit, stay to the right. I wish that he could say that in a more clear way. Or maybe if I just train myself to catch up, I would understand it. Okay, so the good news for today is, oh, wow, we can go to speed limit now. You're right. Better check that. It's still 12.3.3. According to this, nothing's changed other than there was an update this morning. There was a blue dot. That's how I know there's an update. But nothing in here indicates that there was a change. It's just the experience. So, yeehaw, I can go speed limit. I can't tell you how excited I am about that. It looks like he's trading pickups like as if they're semis. And so he's kind of shifting to the right away from the pickup. Well, except what's that? Pickup's just another regular car, just a little bit wide. It's not a semi. Yeah, whatever. And there's a habit he picked up recently where he tends to hug the line on the right side anyway, when there's no lane next to you. I don't know. I mean, several times looked like he was right on top of the lane divider. Wow. Okay, so there's some of that stuff. The brake on FSD off's about just pushing the car to go the way I want to go. There was a couple of sections where I don't want to hear about FSD at this moment. I'm going to drive by myself. But I mean, that's kind of the way I am. There are times when traffic's heavier, I'm just not in the mood to trust FSD. He's earned it. Okay? Now, maybe if Elon was driving the same route in his Model S, maybe he'd get different results. Me, my Model 3, oh my God. Okay, no, it's not that. It's not bad, okay? It's just kind of strange sometimes. But anyway, we're doing good. I would say this is probably like an A- so far. Sound fair? I can't tell you how excited I personally am to be able to do 55 in the 55 zone. I mean, what a difference. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. Yeah, Bubba. I guess a lot of people are coming to Austin today. There we are. Jill's looking at the CyberTruck, her next car. Better tell your husband. Is it your next car, Luke? Probably? Okay, that's what I was thinking.
It probably Tesla's gonna make better cars than this one.
Oh, there you go. Elon, the challenge is on. Luke wants a better one. This kid keeps trying to break into my car all the time. All right, sorry guys, I haven't been keeping up with each leg of the trip. So we came down from the Triangle Park, 2 miles, 6 minutes, 125 watt hours per mile as you expect. Trip overall, 127 miles, 38 kilowatt hours, averaging 300 watt hours per mile. Okay. I mean, part of it's the air conditioning, obviously, and part of it's just going highway speeds. So, driving down, so when I got in the car, and you saw it, there was a blue dot indicating autopilot was updated, but as usual, there was no indication what was changed. I can tell you right now what changed is it figured out how to keep up with speed limits. Okay, going down to the airport to pick up my daughter and her family. Other than having to interrupt to keep him on the toll road, everything worked pretty good, pretty amazing. All right, so coming back, we went by Giga, Texas, and turned around at Tesla Road and gave my grandson a chance to see all the CyberTrucks parked out there by the new end-of-line facility. So I believe he got a bunch of good pictures of that, had a good time. It was pretty cool in some ways, yes. Went back down, turned around again, went back north, and we ended up going to Tesla over on Ridgepoint. Is that the name of the place? Anyway, we asked about did they have any CyberTrucks in town, and no, they didn't. Not on display, but apparently one of the employees has a CyberTruck parked out in the parking lot, and they said, well, you can go look at it from the outside. So yes, he had fun with that too. So that was also interesting. Okay, so after we finished looking around, my son-in-law took over. I just added him in and got him going. Since he lives in Boston, he's a more aggressive driving style than I am. I mean, just stands to reason. It's just the way they drive up there. So when we're driving up on 183, he was asking me, well, will FSD stop for you? I'm like, well, I never wait that long. I usually braking before it even happens. So he was showing me how well it worked. So we come up on cars, and the car would brake. Sometimes pretty hard, but the FSD handled all that. Actually, his drive was like, wow, that was pretty good. So those people would tell you that they had good drives. His drive was an example of, wow, that was almost perfect. So that was pretty good. Okay, so then my daughter took over. We went to Cedar Park, had lunch, and then my daughter took over, and so she was driving around too. I mean, her reaction's a little bit more mixed. A couple of times she used a turn signal to move the car over, and FSD just flat out, well, no, it did its wiggle waggle going back and forth trying to decide what to do, and finally just turn off the turn signal. And I told her what I'd do is I'd brake on FSD off and move the car myself. But okay. I mean, I think she was pretty much going like, yeah, this is okay. I don't know if you'd say it was great, but it was okay. So there you go. There's that part. And I already said it's 127 miles, 38 kilowatt hours, 300 watt hours per mile. So not an efficient day from my car viewpoint, but okay. Okay, for those of you who might be wondering or asking the question, so I started this morning with 85%, and I ended at home with 20%, so that's 65% used over 127 miles. Okay, and that's about, well, I'd go a little bit further, but we're getting close to the point where I'd have to charge up again. So there you go, to set those expectations. All right, so now I've promised my daughter I'm going to pick on her. All right, so they're not quite ready to go EV, and I have a feeling if they went EV, it wouldn't be a Tesla anyway. They like a little bit more control over the car than Tesla gives you. So anyway, she bought a Subaru, or her and her husband bought a Subaru Ascent, and so they're kind of happy with it, although it's not getting the mileage that they expected to. But the suggestion maybe break it in. Okay, whatever. The MPG on that car, it's a three-row SUV sort of car, small SUV. So anyway, it gets 24 miles highway, 24 miles per gallon. Okay, so that's our mark. So we covered 38 kilowatt hours. So that's $1. Wait, what? Really? Am I doing that math right? $2.18. So that's just over 2/3 of a gallon. So there's a few cents here and there. It's depends where you buy the gas. The one place I went by was $3.20 today. Okay, so anyway, 2/3 of a gallon. So the question for all you Subaru owners is, if I gave you 2/3 of a gallon, could you cover 127 miles? And I can already tell you, you couldn't even make it into Cedar Park with that much. Okay, but there you go. There's your challenge. Why aren't you changing? Peace and harmony.